I gotta do this thing now. Oh my god. Ugh. Instagram is so annoying. It keeps like scrolling down and I'm like trying to scroll up, blah 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 blah. It's so annoying. Anyways, playing more Batman because I want to. Just making sure it gets sent out. And also, Instagram has this thing where it'll just like not send the photos. So what I do is I post this stuff on Instagram and then I send it manually to my friends. And when you click on the list, I've had people tell me like, oh, yeah, I didn't get into like 5 in the morning, and why? Anyway, there's something I want to check out before we continue. Actually, one of them being the. Oh, hello. Sorry, I didn't have the chat stream open. I apologize. So this is supposed to be the whole game with all the DLC included in it. So I'm kind of curious about something here. Yeah! The Joker shit. So the Joker DLC was exclusive to the PS3. And if you look it up online, if you go on YouTube and you look up the Joker DLC, you'll get a nice audio of Mark Hamill saying exclusive to the PlayStation 3. But yes, this was a pre-order bonus, I think, or just I think it's just like a console exclusive. If you had Arkham Asylum for the PS3, you got to play as Joker in the challenge maps. And they never ever let you play as Joker in the games ever again. I'm kind of curious as to what this looks like. I'm kind of glad that they brought this back, because...
You'll never take me alive!
Oops. Aw, man. I didn't get the full free flow bonus.
You'll never take me alive! Ow! You hit like a drone.
Aw, man. Where's the gun button? There it is. I was like, he has a gun on him.
I'm warning you! I fight dirty! Don't let him close!
What the heck?
Is he okay?
Oh man. I'm seeing some issues with it.
Let's finish this.
What do you call it? It's not as... I don't know how to describe it, but it's not as sticky as I'm used to with the combat. This is a bonus thing, right? Yeah, it was a pre-order bonus, or no, it was a console exclusive to the PlayStation 3. But because this is supposed to be like the game with all its DLC content in it. Oh man. Oh god, that's Gordon. They included it. I kinda wanna leave Gordon for last. I don't wanna touch Gordon yet. I wanna shoot him with a gun. Yeah!
The security of this place is atrocious.
I love the way he jumps. Yeah, he flails around a lot, so some of his movements feel like they take a bit longer than Batman's does. He doesn't play too radically different from Batman, but they did a decent enough job to make it seem kind of different. But I don't know. Man, playing as Joker was such a novel concept. I was like, oh, cool, you get to play as Joker, and they never let you do it again, ever. Not in Arkham City, not even in Arkham Knight. In Arkham Knight, you get to play as fucking everybody. And if you got all the DLCs in that game, they let you play with everybody, but not Joker for whatever reason. They never included him. Anyway, I just wanted to see that real quick. I was just kind of curious at it. Anyway, let's get at it. According to the game, we're at 24%, which is kind of crazy. I know this game is pretty short, but I didn't think it was that short. Then again, the last time I played Arkham City, that was like 2 streams over the course of 8 hours. That's how they get you to spend money, exactly. What, really? I'm back here? Oh my god, I'm dying? Oh, right. The very last thing I did. But why am I dying? That doesn't make any sense to me. That's very weird. Why am I dying?
Oracle, Dr. Young is dead. Have you figured out a way past these security gates? Before she died, she told me there's a production plant hidden somewhere in the gardens.
The Wayne Tech security protocols seem to be hack-proof. Lucius did a good job. It's a 2-part biometric sequence, apparently generated by the Warden, using a code sequencer.
And destroyed by Joker in the safe explosion. Harley Quinn has the Warden, and he's the only chance we have to get past these gates.
Okay, good luck.
Alright, anyway. I was trying to locate the secret in this room, but I guess the game wouldn't let me do it? I don't know. Is his cape ripped? Yes. From the Bane fight. It's ripped up here, and then it's tattered on the corner there. Also, my bat logo here. That was actually a really cool detail that I'm glad they were able to keep with the rest of the Arkham games. Is that as the night goes on, Batman's suit gets more and more fucked up.
A map will always help those who are stuck.
I can't remember if it's Arkham Knight or Arkham Origins where the suit gets extremely messed up. Come on. A game of cat and mouse can be painful. I had seen the cornered one during your last stream, but not that side one. Which one? I think this is new. I think this is just brand new. I don't know. Wait, the fuck? Who are you? A game of cat and mouse. Where is that? That's somewhere up here, right? Oh, it's right here.
I'm losing patience. You're cheating. You must be.
Catwoman. She shows up in the sequel. Yeah, they traded Joker for Catwoman in Arkham City.
Tell him to shut it, now! You heard that, right? Yeah, you know where to find me. Later. Idiot.
Will this work if I just do this? Oh no, it's just you, man.
Man down! Man down!
There you go. I think our next stop is the Botanical Gardens.
Let me go, you crazy bitch!
Shabby used a big word, Mama spank. Hey, Ben, gonna join the party or what?
Give me a second. One thing that the Arkham games could never get right was boss battles.
As of 10 minutes ago, I have made it illegal to walk on the floor in any part of the asylum. Anyone caught doing so will be... Oh, this is stupid. Agatha! Anyone caught will have their legs removed and perform magic for Emperor Joker. There, I did it!
That's weird. They made it so that some of the audio cues right there are not like... Actually, I don't remember them being like centralized to like one location. Like, it really sounded like it was coming from a speaker near in front of the building there. I don't know if the... what do you call that? Not binaural audio, is it? Is that what binaural audio is? God, that chime. I unironically love that chime. Can't find it. Where is it? Oh well.
Please surrender to Joker.
Is the number up for these guards? Damn. This is where I'm supposed to be going, right? Am I crazy? No, I guess not. Guess I'm going somewhere else. Actually... Anyways, I apologize for running the stream a little late. I was finishing up... I was playing Persona 5, The Phantom Strikers. And... man... sometimes that game goes places. Like, Persona has always been like... when you play a Persona game, you're... Mission 1 is go hang out with your friends, and then Mission 8... by hour 80, you're like, defeat God. Punch God in the face. And sometimes you forget. I kind of want to just hear more of that flavor text in the background.
We locked them all. That's not getting through here. Joker wants to throw that thing down. Why did he open up access to this tunnel in the first place? Questioning the boss again? You've done nothing but whine since we got busted out.
Yeah, Joker sends his girlfriend down and tells us to guard the tunnel. We guard the tunnel. Joker tells us to kill the bat. We kill the bat.
Joker told me to kill my sister once.
Did you do it?
Hell yeah! Never liked her anyway.
You're cold, man. Funny thing, he said the same to me. I told him I didn't even have a sister. He just kept telling me to do it. So I got in my car and ran over the first bitch I saw. Joker seemed happy.
Ha ha. He's a barrel of that. Kind of a mystery, you know? I mean, don't get me wrong, but he acts all crazy one minute, and then the next he's all plans and chops. Who knows what goes on in that head?
Not our problem. But if he sends Harley back down here, we'll really be in trouble. Anyone got anything to drink?
No. Got a handful of meds from a dead nurse back in medical. Took 'em. Not even a buzz. Where was she taking the warden anyway?
Would you all just shut the hell up? This is supposed to be an ambush.
Yeah. Just wanted something to take the edge off, you know?
Just keep it down. I don't want to take any chances.
Well...
He's here!
You hit like a girl!
Ooh!
You need to hit me harder than that!
I missed the disarm takedown already. Oh. God, that must hurt. He uses his elbows. And he's got, like, fins on his elbows, man. Not his elbows, but, like, his wrists. Same difference. It hits the same. It hurts. Alright. And from what I know, I don't even have the tool for this thing yet. Yeah, I think it's up there, but I need the Ultra Bat Claw or whatever. Oh my god. Oh. Gonna die. I didn't have to run and do a drop kick on him, but it felt great. I wish the game ran in 60 frames though.
He's here!
Oh my god. The fucking doctor on the ground.
Best you got? Oh, you have that? This will hurt.
Oh! Get fucking wrecked. God damn. Alright, thanks for breaking my combo, guy. Where are you gonna go? Look, he's got a mask on.
Thank you, Batman. The guard wouldn't have lasted much longer.
Is he okay?
He struck his head when they knocked him to the ground.
Move him away from here as soon as you can. Take him to the medical facility. It's the safest place on the island.
Okay. I'll go with him as soon as he's able to stand.
The rain here really makes the game pop, I think. I quite like the rain. Since the last stream, I've looked at footage of the original version of the game just to remind myself what it looked like, and it has its own benefits to it. I think there was clearly an art style they were going for that like is much better suited to how it was before. God damn it.
Don't let him hit you, idiot!
That wasn't clean, but oh well.
Taped patient evaluation 1. Patient name is Victor Zaz. Diagnosed clinically insane after the murder of at least 20 women in the Gotham area. Hello, Victor. I'm Dr. Cassidy. Seeing as this is our first session, let's spend some time getting to know each other.
I don't need to know you, Miss Cassidy. Everything is meaningless.
Don't you think that's a very negative outlook on life, Victor?
You've no doubt read my file.
Yes, I have. It says you come from a wealthy family, that your parents died, how you lost all the money gambling.
And none of it matters.
Why do you keep saying that, Victor?
Because the only thing that does matter is the mark. Have you seen my work, Miss Cassidy?
If you're referring to the marks on your...
Of course I mean my tally marks. And I have a space for yours. Do you want to see where?
It's right here on my left ass cheek. He's got a tattoo on his back, which never translated to the actual 3D model. I wish they let him keep his track pants though. This art of him makes him look a bit more crazy than he actually does in the game. Kind of looks depressed. Is it? No. I mean, maybe. You never know. It might be. It could be. Let's say it is. But yeah, I was saying, like, the Unreal 4 translation of this game does have its benefits of, like, the updated textures and whatnot, and the rain physics and whatnot, but there's a clear indication that there was a specific art style they were going for, based on the limitations of the Unreal 3 engine, that just doesn't translate nearly as well. Oh my god, he's huge, look at him. I don't know why, but this feels, like, small. I don't know. Look at... Stairs? Who needs them? I'm Batman. Look at this. Imagine this man walks up to you and he takes up, like, this entire bench. I feel like 2 people could sit on these benches. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just short. I mean, that's true, but I'm not used to how big this man is. But yeah, I think people kind of what do you call it? Like, overplayed how awful the remakes look. I wouldn't be mad if, I mean, about what? About the left ass cheek thing, or giant hulking brute man coming up to you? Oh yeah, this thing. A giant hulking Batman? Yeah. Giant hulking Batman comes up to you. Just like this close. Sends you a snap. I showed you my bat. Respond. Take a pic of that pose. Which one? This one of him crouching down like that? Just like that. Throw up the peace sign. Oh god, I wish I could. There is a photo mode in Arkham Knight. What? I'm surprised this doesn't have it, considering that every game these days have a photo mode built in. But I guess this came out before that was a trend. But man, I would kill for a photo mode for every game actually. I don't know. I feel like that should just come as standard now. If you're playing a Sony first party title, it'll definitely have photo mode in it, but it's so rare everywhere else, you know. They re-release it. Yeah, why not? Do it a 3rd time. Buy the same game again. Yeah, do it like Nintendo does. Charge full price for it. Actually, charge more than full price for it. Oh yeah. Poison Ivy's not in the Botanical Gardens because she's here. Here we go. All the crazy people. Oh no. Hold on, this is actually gonna kill me. Pull a Black Friday. I'm not sure what that means. Alright. Here we go. Everyone get out your DSM-5s. I'm pretty sure one of these cells is the Calendar Man's cells. God, with the fucking creepy ass music too. Overprice everything and say it's for sale. That's actually against the law. That's actually super against the law. What is it? The most recent example that I can think of is, one shown by, the Internet Historian when he made a video on Fallout 76, where for Christmas they released a holiday emote bundle. And they released it, quote-unquote, released it on a sale. and the sale was that it was at 2,400 Atom points, so just $24, and they released it for a $12 sale, like it was half off. But the thing is, they just inflated the price and pretended to cut it in half, but the original intended price was always supposed to be $12. You know what I mean?
Stop, Batman, please! You've got to help my babies!
I'm really not interested in a bunch of flowers, Ivy.
They're in pain, crying for help!
Just stay where you are. Last thing I need is you running free.
Poor
What a bunch of poopy heads. Yeah, that's Bethesda in a nutshell. Pamela Isley. One of my favorite Batman villains, actually. Look, there's crazy people here too. Get it, they're insane. They're like, you know, eating their own shit and like hanging off the rafters and whatnot. Blah blah. This is what a real psych ward looks like. Wow, she went from 0 to 100 real quick right there. What? I do like this touch that the door scans you every room you go into, you get scanned.
Please, someone, help me!
Oh, is this? Can I just go up here and see it? Oh my god.
Help!
This is like the weirdest. So, little fun fact history for you. Back when Arkham Asylum first came out, they had a contest. It's like, be in Arkham Asylum. And they said, you enter a contest, and if you win, we'll put you in the game. They didn't tell you that where you would be in the game is in this corner of this psych ward of the asylum. In the very corner right here. And they put you in a corner in a straitjacket, and whenever you would approach him, he'd just growl mysteriously. So that's why this face has like no animation to it. It's horrifying. Could you imagine winning this contest and they're like, and just, this is your prize? What the fuck, right? Exactly. At least they cleaned up his textures. Well, actually, I don't know what this guy looks like. He looks a bit more plasticky this time around, but at least the textures are a little cleaner. But look, there's no facial animation to it whatsoever, because they just took a picture of the guy and modeled it. Isn't that crazy?
I'm up here!
Not model it. I think they brought him in to be scanned or whatever. Anyway, in any case, that thing always creeped me out. And this Clayface right here. They could have at least given him some facial expressions. Yeah, I think they just brought him in because what they did was they brought him in to be scanned. They gave him a tour of the office, which ended with the face scan. But they didn't do any rigging on his face. I assume because they just wanted to have it so that whoever won the contest just gets to be here squirming around. I wonder how they chose. I wonder if there was a bunch of runner-ups that they brought in. Like, why this guy in particular? I wonder if people won and they said, "Oh, where are you gonna put my face?" "Oh yeah, we're gonna put you in the psych ward of Arkham Asylum," and they said, "No, thank you."
I'm up here!
So they just had to change their mind on it, and they chose the second person.
You need to get me out of this cell.
Yeah.
It's me, Cash. I'm needed out there. I can help you.
Sure.
Help!
You change? No. Oh well. Sure.
Help me!
Imagine. Oh man. I wouldn't be surprised, honestly.
Harley! Ah! You have to help me.
Ivy? Gee, you look like crap. Maybe I can sneak you some shampoo.
The plants, can't you hear them? They're crying out to me in agony.
Yeah? Well, I really don't have time for this.
Please let me out. They'll die without me.
They get a never mind from like 20 people? Yeah. It's actually like the 30th person in place.
What the heck? I'll cut you a break.
That feels so much better.
She's a good kid.
I could watch those two all day. What a riot! And speaking of riots, here's a bit of civil unrest I cooked up just for you.
Oh no, the crazy people are out. I really dislike.
What are you waiting for? Cut me free!
What if I just leave him?
He's taken control of the security overrides. I have the sequence generator, but without the terminal in my office, it's useless.
Your terminal has been destroyed. Give me the sequencer.
What? Oh, yes, of course. It's useless. Half the code won't get you anywhere. We're trapped in here.
Cryptographic sequencer.
There's always a way out. Always.
Here's my favorite part, is that the cryptographic sequencer has like 2 buttons on it, but you only need the one. Or what am I thinking of? There's another gadget where like it pretends like you need 2.
Stay here. Lock this gate when I leave.
Oh, good idea. Can't have someone of my stature falling back into their hands now, can we?
Look, there he is. There's the contest winner. The other one is to turn it off and on. No, I swear there's like a gadget in one of the Arkham games where it gives you 2 of the sticks to use, but like only one of them really works. Look, he's down here now.
Get me out of here!
Yeah, sure.
You rescued the wrong warden. He's an imposter. You know how many freaks are in this place.
Oh god, I didn't know you could hear him changing.
At last. I thought you'd never find it.
I do appreciate that Riddler was here and hid all of these. Built all these walls and everything. I do like the fact that Clayface down here has no skeleton. It's a pretty good detail. Anyway, let's not think about that. Oh, wait, I can do this now. Excuse me, Mr. God, it's so disgusting. I wish they gave him a voice, or at the very least, just have him be quiet. You know, like, why have him grunt and everything like that? That's so horrifying. I'd be like, I'll pay you guys to take my likeness out of the game. I wonder if they had to ask his permission to get his face back in it for the remake. Like, hey, can we rescan your face? So we can put it to the crazy person, remember? Like, hey, remember like almost 10 years ago when you won that contest to have your face be stapled onto this crazy inmate in the Asylum game? Can we scan your face again? Because we're remaking it? Is it this one? No, it's not. Oh. Some inmate was just chilling with a Riddler trophy. I'm sure I'll find it. Two people, one voice, no gun.
Surprise! You know, Bats, I always thought there was a spark between us. Well, now there is. I know, you're shocked. Come and get me, Bats. I double dare ya. You guys are idiots. There are guns everywhere. Hey, B-Man, go easy on my boy.
Oops. Oh, come on.
Little hit, boys. Keep away from the fists. Ow, that looks like it hurt.
You okay, buddy?
I appreciate them all waiting their turn. Yeah, it's not nearly as sticky as I remember the game. I feel like if that was original Batman, he would have flown into that counter prompt right there, but not quite so. There you go. Close enough.
Was that as easy as it looked? Well, it won't be so easy trying to catch me.
Oh man, I miss Arlene Sorkin as Harley. Not to knock on Tara Strong, but I feel like I have this conversation, or I have this thought every single time I hear Arlene Sorkin, and then I hear Tara Strong. But you hear them back to back, and it's like, it's not that Tara Strong's Harley voice is bad. It's just that I've heard her voice in so many places now that I'm just.
Case patient evaluation 5. Victor is not responding well to treatment. Victor, yesterday we spoke about the people you killed.
Ah, the zombies.
They are all people, Victor.
They are zombies. Continuously shuffling through the daily grind, waiting for someone to liberate them.
You mean kill them? The police report states that you've murdered, or liberated if you like, 20 young women in the last 3 months. Each had her throat slit and was left posed.
They were all lucky to be chosen to receive my gift.
I doubt they would agree with you.
Really? How about you, Miss Cassidy? As you take the elevator to your apartment each night, open the 6 locks to apartment 433. Remember you forgot to buy your cat food. Again?
How do you know
as
where
you sit down on your favorite red chair, cat on lap, just waiting for something to happen. I can make it happen, Sarah. I am your salvation.
Ooh. Ooh. I missed the interview tapes. I don't think Arkham Knight had them. Arkham City definitely did, but not nearly as good. At least not nearly as memorable to me. Oh wait, was I supposed to use a sequencer on there? No. Oh, there it is. I was like, what am I doing? No, 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 no! Oh my god. Jesus Christ, Batman. You slow down for a second?
Patient pacification system deactivated.
Could you imagine an entire floor made out of that? Is that real? That can't be real. Am I leaving? Can't remember where I'm going. Oh yeah, one of the Calendar Man's cells is in here, I think. Am I wrong? I guess I'm wrong. Not in this room. Oh, in here. Look, it's Deadpool in that on the wall there. What the heck? Oh, there it is.
You are beginning to impress me, Batman. You may still reach a level just...
And look at him. Look at him here. He looks so regal. When he shows up in Arkham City, he looks like shit.
my genius one day.
I like how I said I wasn't gonna go for all the Riddler trophies, yet here I am. There's just a few that I remember. I'm not gonna remember every single one of them, but I'll do all the ones that I can remember. Prometheus, Arkham Guards, Most Wanted and Most Hated. I know where that is, I think. What? Oh. Oops.
Get out! Move it! Get out of here now! Oh, I thought we were both gonna die in there.
You're safe now.
You going after that crazy witch? I saw her heading out of the door as we got out of the room.
She won't get away. I'll stop her and then her boyfriend.
Good. Listen, I'll go try and get the ventilation system working. If you find her, don't go easy on her. For me.
You're expecting congratulations? Come on, try and catch.
Don't I have... Can I upgrade that? Actually? Range amplifier. Yeah. Oh. Oh god, I have so many upgrades available. We're gonna hold on to that. I guess go back this way. Wait. I don't remember how to get there. I saw it though. I saw it. See, I don't know. There's just... She just has a different cadence to it, which sounds kind of crazy, but also sane at the same time, whereas whenever Tara Strong does Harley, it's just like, I'm crazy clown, and it's like, I know...
Keep up! You getting tired? Let me give you some help.
Like, I know that she's supposed to be a crazy clown and whatnot, but I don't know. Tara Strong's Harley does not sound intimidating to me.
Ooh, you're getting warmer.
Where? Oh, from the ceiling. Well, I'm sure it'll jump down on me. I thought they were zombies for a second. No, they're just poor characterizations of people with mental disabilities.
Patient's name is Victor Sives. For the record, the patient has transferred from Dr. Cassidy, who is on leave after the incident last week. Hello, Victor. Please, take a seat. Guards, you can leave us.
Sorry, Doctor. Warden's orders. I can't leave you alone with him.
I understand. Hello, Victor. How are you feeling today? Victor, I can't help you if you don't speak.
Depressed. Does that help you? Can you get into my mind, Doctor?
Why depressed?
I'm just thinking about the one that got away.
he talks a lot more in Arkham City, but it's just like, oh, hello, Batman. Me too, buddy, me too, man. Ain't we all at this point? Happy 1-year anniversary, by the way, to everyone in quarantine. I saw that Gal Gadot video again. Like, remember a year ago when celebrities just went crazy and sang Imagine off-key? Imagine there's no country. It's easy if you try. Fuck. There's nothing in here, right? Yeah, I might as well blow it up anyway. That is today, isn't it? Well, I think. Well, some people say it was like a week ago, but close enough. End of March, mid-March. A year ago to this day, people were waiting in line at a GameStop, trying to buy Animal Crossing and Doom. Actually, I want to go this way. I got temporarily laid off today. Oh yeah. A bunch of my coworkers were able to get on unemployment, and they got paid way better than I did because I didn't get on unemployment at all. I can't believe that it's been a year. Remember exactly 8 months ago when people were like, it'll be gone in a few months? Remember exactly... Actually, you know what? Exactly 10 months ago. Exactly 10 months ago when everyone's like, oh, whatever. It'll be over soon. Okay, I'm looking for something. Oops. They said 2 weeks. Oh, you're right. The coronavirus will be over in 2 weeks. I remember it was weird at the end of 2019 because of, I remember... Oh, come on. I remember, like, November, when I would be looking at, like, a Google, and the articles at the front will be like, oh, the virus coming from Wuhan, blah, 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 and I was like, oh, man, that sounds serious. I hope it never makes it across to us. And then slowly but surely it totally does, and then we just don't do anything about it. Ugh. Can I get... There you go.
Here he comes, Mr. J!
Excellent. I'll leave it to you then, my dear.
Get him!
I forget what I'm supposed to be doing. Oh man. I meant to hit the other guy. Hoit. Is it literally just survive? It's clear that this engine was made for like crowd fights like this. Because anytime they try to do a boss fight that is not this, it just kind of sucks.
You're gonna bleed?
He's done it again. I don't believe it. I'm on my way now.
Oops, change your plans, kiddo.
But I tried my best.
Sorry, but there is no prize for second place. I'm afraid you're off the party list. Better luck next time.
No! Die, you big ugly bat!
Damn. Brutal.
Hey, hands off the merchandise. That's my party list.
Quiet. Why the smiles next to certain names?
You're the detective, you tell me. Huh?
Get it?
You won't find Mr. J. He's in the secret lab in the gardens and... oh, crap.
Yep, I know.
Damn. Well, he'll get me out. You'll see. Yeah. You'll see.
You get a little hint of it. So the people that wrote this game also wrote for the...
Harley is subdued, and I have her print scanned.
So you can find the secret lab in the gardens.
Yes. Harley's been everywhere on the island, so I'm calibrating the scanner to only show prints that have traces of chlorophyll.
Okay, listen. Be careful. I rerouted a Wayne Tech satellite to show thermal scans of the island. The gardens are showing up hot. Something bad is happening there.
Did you...
Will be back for me later.
Did you see her fingerprints on the ground? Is she like walking around on her hands?
He's only messing around.
But yeah, the people that wrote this game are also the ones that wrote for Batman the Animated Series. So these are the same people that made Harley Quinn as a character. So they know how to do it. So they little hints in here and there of the fact that you know, kind of a parasocial relationship between Joker and Harley here. Which, unfortunately, they never do anything with.
Harley was just the warm-up act. And to be fair to the little scamp, she did an okay job. Let's call it a B+. But between you and me, I'm aiming for the A grade. Just got to mix a couple more of these chemicals, and I'll be creating my own personal army. Ha!
Right? If I just keep going straight. Now we get all these crazy inmates, which I never actually took a look at. But look, they've got like these saw like bear trap masks on. And they got like harnesses on. Yep, these are the crazies. They're crazy. Get it? Ugh. Yuck.
We're back at the Gotham Bay with our reporter Jack Ryder. Jack, we're seeing that all action
checkpoints.
That's correct. The island is effectively cut off from the mainland. Nothing on or off. Early reports that Batman himself is on the island appear to be confirmed. Eyewitness reports state that he was returning the Joker to Arkham after the incident at the mayor's office. There are unconfirmed reports that Batman was killed during the Joker's daring escape. But I must stress, this is currently unconfirmed. More as it happens. Back to the studio.
Thank you, Jack. We'll bring you more as it happens. As Jack said, we do not know for certain, but it appears Batman may have been killed in the breakout attempt. Stay on this channel for the latest news. Now, back to the usual program.
How dare you? You can kill me? I'm Batman. There's a person in the toilet. Let's go knock him out. Fabulous. Sorry, I know I'm walking around like this all the time, because when you crouch down, the camera pulls away. I'm sure there's something up here. Oh, maybe this is how I get to the... Oh, no, apparently not. Whole bunch of nothing. You got me, game. I thought. I really did. I was like, I hope no one pops out from underneath the grate right here. And scares me. You see how detective vision just kind of ruins? It's weird, because the game knows you're gonna be... It told me to put on detective vision, right? And then they put all these jump scares in my way. That's weird.
Residents of Joker Asylum. Some of our crazier guests have crashed the party early. And when I say crazy,
We don't want visage number 2. Oh, yeah, no. No jump scares here.
walk up to them, put your arm around them, show them that you care before you relax. And then, get your lazy asses to the heart. Surprise and just all we deserve.
I'm glad that they all waited their turn. Oh man. Full of justice, this Batman. Where's the visitor center? Should be here, right? Let's go take a look at the visitor center and see what Joker has to say. Oh look, it's getting slowly built up more.
Let's talk about employee relations, Bats. Harley disappointed me, and now she's out of the picture. Gone, forgotten, dead to me. You get the idea. What's it like in your organization? Do you punish your hired help when they fail you? Or is that saucy outfit you make them wear punishment enough?
Fair. I think by this point, the Arkham Asylum doesn't really go into expanded lore too much on Batman's side. But by this point, he's already had like Jason Todd and Tim Drake and whatnot. In Arkham City is when they start talking more about that type of stuff, establishing the lore a little bit harder. If I want to go to the gardens, this way. Oof. This is when my memory of the game starts getting fuzzier. Yeah, the game has a weird relationship with the detective vision in that it tries really hard to get you to not use it as much, but will also actively encourage you to use it at all times. Now these guys are just everywhere. They make a bunch of noise at you, first of all. Second, they're just a button. They're just a counter button, literally. I can't remember where the thing for this is, but oh well. No. Oh well. I don't remember that one. See, I don't know every single one of these. I'm gonna leave him alone, I guess. Alright, now we go.
I should pick up Harley Quinn's trail. I can't waste any time in finding the Titan production plant.
What the hell was that thing? No idea. It's the bat!
How did I sneak up on two guys with submachine guns? is. Oops. Nothing. Never mind.
What happened to you? Doing this! What's going on? We gotta find him or we're next. You hear me? Leave him here. Spread out and find him.
I miss having the smoke bombs. I don't think you get that until Arkham City.
Don't worry, boys. He doesn't stand a chance.
Oops. Not as clean as I wanted it, but oh well. Oh hey, there's a Riddler trophy down there. Is there a Riddler thing here? What time is tea time in Wonderland?
Are you up to the challenge?
I don't remember that one. Clearly a reference to the Mad Hatter, which is a real villain.
So, you found it at last. What have you been doing with your time?
Yeah, I don't know. I think there's a table here with a tea set on it. I don't know. Oh, here it is. And I got a trophy for that, which means I think I'm at 50% of the trophies, Riddler, whatever. Anyway, that can't be right. Oh, that was weird. The game just cut out like that.
Stop this now, before it goes too far.
Stop. But everyone's dying to see what I do next.
Let him go now.
Really? Okay, if you say so, then. Whoopsie! No! You really need to speed things up, Bats. At this rate, you'll never catch me!
Imagine if he was standing just a little bit
I
too
need to
close
shut
to it.
down power to this room.
Oh.
What? You found that one too? Preposterous.
Stop, please! I'm not important. I can't help you. You're lucky the boss don't want you hurt too bad.
Oh man, the textures on the ground are not loading in. There you go.
You're nothing special. Who's gonna save you? Yeah.
Oh man, not that guy.
Take their asses, Batman! You want some?
There you go. I'm disappointed that I haven't had one single encounter where I've had a perfect combo.
Finish him off, Batman! Thanks. Are you okay?
I'm fine. I eat punks like these for breakfast. What were they doing in here?
The ones that weren't hitting me went over there and started doing something to the power controls. I have no idea what they were doing.
Alright.
Looks like Joker has booby-trapped this control box. This is going to be tougher than before, but it's a risk I'll need to take.
Good thing I upgraded it.
Looks like I've plugged the power to the generator ahead.
I'll stay here. The Joker's men may try to retake the generator.
Yeah, what the fuck are you gonna do about it? You got tied to a chair.
Patient interview. Pamela Lillian Isley, November 12th, 11:33 a.m. Good morning, Pamela. How are you today?
Fine. Today is a special day.
What do you mean?
This is the anniversary of my new life. When I found my true self, my destiny.
Are you referring to the event with Dr. Woodrow?
Yes. What else? Of course, at the time, I thought Jason had poisoned me. But in retrospect, he did me a huge favor.
And why do you believe what he did has helped you?
He showed me the bigger world. A world I should protect. Of course, my first offer was rejected.
Offer? You tried to kill everyone in Gotham.
Well, sometimes you need to prove back hard in order to make something flourish.
Nothing in this room, huh? Oh well. Alright. Wait, what's that up there? You look like a collectible. Haha. What cop? Oh.
You do know how to read a map, don't you, detective?
Oh, there's one over here. In the other room.
Well, aren't you the persistent one? That's always one step ahead.
Oh. Can't believe I walked right by that.
Won't be long before I have an army of Titan monsters at my fingertips. Ooh, just imagine me being carried through the streets, stepping over the corpses of all those innocent citizens. It's going to be glorious, so I can't wait.
Patient interview, Pamela Lillian Isley, November 14th, 10:21 a.m. Hello, Pamela. Today I'd like to go back to something you said in our last conversation.
Ask me anything you like.
You said your first offer to help Gotham was rejected. How can you possibly believe that?
Well, what do you mean?
You released thousands of poisonous spores into Gotham, killed hundreds of people. How does that help anybody?
I'm not interested in bodies, Doctor. Horrible, fleshy sacks walking around destroying my poor babies with their greed and arrogance.
But aren't you one of those fleshy sacks? Were a doctor too. How can you turn your back on us?
Quite easily as it happens. But not you, Stephen. You're different. I feel we have a connection.
Really? You do?
Of course.
These are the worst doctors. These are the worst psychs in all of history. Just... I get that she's hot, but she's also a plant. What do you think's gonna happen, Steven? Poor guy. The water looks so nice. I don't remember how the water looked in before, but I remember thinking it was impressive back then too. And again, I really appreciate the amount of lighting they put in these vents. Again, considering how much of your time is spent inside of them, putting these little lights in there really makes, I don't know, it makes it look a bit bigger than it actually is. At least to me. I don't know. It just makes it feel a bit more spacious, less cramped. This challenge can only be seen by those with a different view on life. Oh, am I back in this? Oh, I have to be up there.
Another mutation. If Joker's making these monsters, he hasn't perfected the formula yet. I need to hurry.
I wonder if I just stay here long enough and like more bodies just start falling. Ah. Down here. I'm just finding Riddler trophies, but not where to actually go. I feel like I was going the right way, but that led to a dead end. Oh, just here? Oh, just here. Oopsies. Is this a tribute to what? Oh, to what a mad dog left behind? I know this one, actually.
Answer him!
Please, stop. I told you what you wanted to know. You got everyone. Please, you can let me go.
Hey, promise you won't tell anyone about Joker's plan. Well, okay then. Help this guy to his feet. Then shoot him in the face.
My pleasure.
Wait, but you said...
What? It's the bat!
Oof.
Are you okay?
Do I look okay? They were gonna kill me. We were in the aviary hiding out, and they came in with Joker shooting up the place and loaded us into cages.
Are they still in there?
No, man. No one's come out since. You got to help them.
Stay here.
Look at the low angle cameras used whenever Batman is talking to people. It's like, look, he's always looking down on people. The Mad Dog. The Mad Dog is the person that killed Amadeus Arkham's... oh, look at the spinning flowers. Look at those flowers spin. Mad Dog is the one that killed Amadeus Arkham's wife and cut her head off. I don't know if it's written in the game, but I know I read it somewhere.
Help me! Someone! Get me out of this thing!
Listen, the map is on the way. If you see him...
Everyone is beneath him. I don't know. It's just kind of dominating. I don't know. Some people might enjoy it.
Yeah, they're going down.
Good. And remember, if you hear a collar go off, Batman's here.
Joker's men are all wearing the security collars. I'll need to take out the operator first.
Batman better not try nothing with us.
Oops. Interview tape.
Pamela, I got you what you asked for. Do you like it?
Oh yes, Stephen, I love it. Such a beautiful flower. Do you mind if I keep it?
Oh, no, Pamela, I can't leave it. It's against all the rules. I'll just bring it and show it to you when I visit.
But it's me, Stephen. I get so lonely on my own. You wouldn't want me to be lonely, would you?
No, of course not. You keep it. Just don't let anyone see. Really, no one.
You can trust me, Stephen. Thank you. Now give me a kiss.
I can't. People will see.
No one's watching. What's wrong with you? Don't you love me? Call me Ivy.
Of course I love you.
Oh. Man fell so hard. Ah, the trials and tribulations. The cost of simping, if you will. Where am I going?
He doesn't stand a chance. Not a chance.
Oh. Really? Fine. Look at these idiots. Don't mind me, I'm just a fucking 250-pound, 6'5". How tall is Batman? In like leather latex suits. God.
Incapacitated the main threat, but the hostages are still in danger.
Stop it from getting to me!
He's 6'2". He's 6'2". Actually, you know what? Yeah. Who is it? He's 6'2". He's 210. He's a big guy. Look at him. Like that, walking around in like tight latex leather. Joker's 6'5". I actually like the fact that he's taller. I don't know why.
Do anything, sing, dance even, but do not let him through.
Easy for him.
He weighs at 192. That's weird. I feel like Joker should be like skinnier. He's like emaciated. For 6'5" at less than 200 pounds. I don't know how weights work. To be fair, I think it's weird to me that 192 and 210 are so close.
The Titan production plant guarded. I should pick up Harley's trail again so I can find it.
I just work here. What good is killing me?
Just for fun. What's down here? Let's find out. There might be a Riddler trophy back here. Who knows? No? No Riddler trophies. I think Batman is shorter but buff. I want him to be shorter. Like, way shorter. I want him to be, like, 5'2". I want him to be Rey Mysterio. Is thin and tall, but I mean, like 6'2" to 6'5". I mean, it's 3 inches. You know what I mean? Like, they're so close to each other. Is 6'2" short? Is 6'2" short now? Is that what we're saying? I despise that. I'm not even 5'1". Yeah, well, I'm not 5'1". I'm definitely not 5'1". Compared to Joker, yes. I mean, I like that Harley Quinn put her fingerprints all over it. Alrighty.
Well, look who's discovered our secret lab. Since you've made it this far, let me show you what I've cooked up.
Oh, fuck. Oh my god. Damn it. God. I swear if I die before this boss fight ends. Apparently Joker is chaotic evil and
I've destroyed the
Batman
Titan
is neutral good, and I don't know how to feel
but
about that.
Joker escaped with enough to cause us
Sounds
real
about right to me. Batman's kind of a goody-goody two-shoes.
They've been using a venom plant hybrid to create the Titan strain. The plant's the key.
I mean, not as much as Superman. Superman is lawful good, which is the worst of them all.
If her plants are at risk, she'll listen. I have a sample of her pheromone signature on record. She'll be somewhere in the gardens. I'll track her down.
I'd say Batman's chaotic neutral. Or at least Batman has the capacity to be chaotic neutral. Lawful evil is, or chaotic good would be the Punisher.
I'm going to need something to get over this ravine.
Look, there's a Riddler trophy right there. Look how beautiful the sun is as it goes through the glass. I sure hope nothing happens to it. Oh no. Is it just gonna stay here? Oh, that's cool. The line launcher. Bye, Batwing.
I thought I made them easy to find. I guess not.
Don't I have an upgrade to make that so I can fire twice or something? Oh no, that's Arkham City. Damn it.
Now I can go find Ivy.
Not very hard to find, really. Whoa, look at that door! Whoa, look at that statue! Oh no! There you go. Good job, Unreal 4. Is that really all that's over here? Guess so. Oh, fuck! Come on. Is it really a Riddler trophy if I just picked it up off the ground? Oh, wait, I should do this, actually. You'll understand why in a second.
It's all right, my darlings. I'm here now, my poor darlings. Yes, I know he's found us, but I won't let him hurt you. I'll kill him first.
Ivy, I know Dr. Young mutated these plants to produce venom.
Yes, and I heard it through the grapevine the evil woman paid the price.
I need you to help me create an antidote.
Why should I? Let Joker have his fun. I'll enjoy watching you squirm.
You've been in the dark too long. Every plant on this island will get the same unless you cooperate.
There's a plant growing deep in Arkham Island. Only it can counter the effects
Oh god, I
of this tiny
forgot.
strain.
The fucking pods.
Where do I find it?
I hate those things.
Oh, in Killer Croc's lair. You didn't think it would be easy, did you?
Go back to your cell, or I'll be after you next.
And I'll be waiting.
Oh, not yet. Oh, I jumped the gun on that. Never mind. I didn't need those, but I was gonna get the... I was gonna have to get the upgrades eventually.
I need to find a way into Killer Croc's lair. It's somewhere below Arkham Island.
There's nothing on the system about where he's kept.
I found a door near the Batcave, but it's shut tight. There's got to be another way in. I left guard Cash in the mansion. I'll see if he can shed some light on where Croc's kept.
Yeah, go back and play with that bitch for a few more hours. The boss isn't ready yet. What the hell is that thing? What hit me?
Yeah, I did it. Did one whole encounter without getting hit. And I used all the... Well, not all of the gadgets I had, actually. Not the bat claw, but oh well. Close enough. I have to leave, right? Can I even go out this way? I think... Isn't it still blocked off? Alright. Only one way to go. Someone's using the roof instead.
Are you up to the challenge?
I don't know what I'm looking for though. Oh, through the vent. My bad. Oopsies. Hey! A tape.
Where is Dr. Kellerman?
How should I know, woman? It does seem careless of you to have lost him.
I have no time for your games, Miss Ainsley. Tell me where you have him. We have security footage of you and him leaving your cell last night.
So?
Do I need to spell it out? We know you hypnotized him, or whatever it is you do. We know he took you somewhere, but conveniently, security cameras across the island were mysteriously covered by
This is again, some of the worst doctors in history. Oh well. Collect plant spores from Killer Croc's lair. Talk to Aaron Cash in the Arkham Mansion. Down? Down among the dead. Cleverer isn't a word, you cunt. It might be, I don't know. Is this where I'm going? Is this where I'm supposed to be going? I assume I'm going backwards.
Hey, screw you, Bat. We turned on the power. You're trapped over there. Yeah, not so special now, are you? Why don't you just walk over here and stop it? I think he's scared. What's he doing? He's on the way. Stop him! You stop! It was your idea.
Oh, I should have threw him. Damn it! I should have threw him in the water. Oh wow.
Have you checked the timesheets? I'm sure there were more of you at the beginning of the day.
You heard the boss. What are you doing? Ah! Help me! I'll cut you down when I'm done with the bag. Anyone got a way out of this? He's gonna find him, or we're next. You hear me? Sure he's there. Where are you? Hell with this! I'll cover the door!
It's brave. Smart.
Listen, then. I'm reasonably sure there's no truth to the rumor Batman drinks human blood. At least I don't think so.
Hey, get off me!
Oops. Ah. I tried it.
Oh, isn't that cute? Little bats are sleeping. Someone finish him off.
I tried it.
Joker wants him stopped. I'm gonna do it.
taken out one of your crew. Did you even notice?
You heard Joker! Hey, get off me! Ah! Help me! I'll cut you down when I'm done with the bag. What are we gonna do?
Alright. That went by a lot smoother. Holy shit. Okay.
I want him dead. I won't let him hurt my baby's dead.
I can't believe that poor little Ivy crying in her garden. She looks so sad.
Oh no.
Well, gotta say, the results are a little different. Shall I give her another? I think she wants it.
The island changed little over the years. Its reputation was in tatters, but I vowed to fix it. As the buildings were rebuilt, I saw the future. A bright, wonderful future.
I remember there was a glitch, or not a glitch, but if you had like a hacked copy of the game, this was one of the stopping points. If you hadn't already been impeded, because the game straight up doesn't give you like grapple points to use, but if you somehow managed to make it all the way to Ivy, that plant right across was a huge stopping point for a lot of people. And there was a bunch of people trying to be like, oh, here's how you get across it. So just fucking buy the game.
Titan must be having a different effect on Ivy. Her plants are growing. They'll soon be out of control. Looks like the plants are mutating further.
He's fucking dead.
That pod appears to contain similar spores to the ones Ivy used to attack Gotham last year. They're deadly.
God, I hate these. I hate them, I hate them, I hate them. No, they're fun. Hi, Isabella. Oh, like they make a weird crunching, not a crunching sound even. They make a weird splorchy sound that ugh. Ugh. There you go. They are a lot smaller than I remember them, though. Or maybe they just made Batman bigger than everyone else. Just to get all those camera angles in where he's looking down on people. He's what? How tall is he again? 6'2"? Listen, I know I'm short, but the average height of a human still pretty tall, right? 6'2" is pretty tall still, right? Some might say too tall. Yeah, 6'2", 6'2", and What is it? 400 pounds of pure beef? It's just sweet Batman? Oh. Kept that secret for a while, haven't you? Oh, God. I hate it. Average male height is 5'7". The average male height can fuck off. Oh. I gotta do this. 5'7". I don't even know how tall that is. I don't know how tall people are. Some people are just taller than me. Did I already do this? No. I'm actually surprised to meet people these days that are shorter than I am. That's crazy to me. It also depends on where you live. Yeah, people in America tend to be taller for whatever reason. People south of the equator tend to be a bit shorter, I think. Isn't that right? Is that a true statistic, or is that just something that I made up completely? I may have just... That might be bullshit. That may or may not be bullshit. Cannot confirm or deny. God, the fucking Unreal Engine is so full of textures. I didn't even see this walkway. Sounds about right. I mean, think of the tallest people on Earth. They usually live north of the equator, right? Kind of like how the closer you are to the equator, the more people you'll get that have like darker complexions, because of their closer proximity to the sun. I know that one's not made up. I know that one's real. Uh-oh. There's a man there. Oh, he's dead. I'm glad that the smoke is so heavy it only reaches the bottom.
Batman. I figured you'd be here about now. What's the deal with the plants?
It's complicated.
Let me guess. Poison Ivy. She teamed up with Joker.
Guess it's not that complicated after all.
Is that I can stop the plants taking over the island, but...
There's always a but, isn't there?
Where do you keep Killer Croc? I found a door in the sewers, but it's sealed shut.
That monster's got his own special cell. It's right below the transfer room back in intensive treatment. Elevator goes right down to an old sewer. We just drop meat down there every day or so and try to forget about it. It's locked off. More security than the Joker. You won't get in without the warden's permission. He has the codes.
Thanks, Cash. Stay here and do not go near the plants. They'll kill you.
Kinda hard to do that, Batman. It's all over us. I thought that said Ken Levine. Alright. Anyhow. No! Damn it! Oh! Aw, man. I thought I could make it. Let's try this again. think maybe we do the croc fight and then call it? Depending on how quickly we can get to the croc fight. Again, it's not a very long game. But it is... the croc fight is pretty long. Compared to the other ones. See, like, again, anytime the game has boss fights, it has trouble, but every once in a while, there's bosses in this game that are, like, not combat focused, that are super great, actually. And the croc fight is one of them. A lot of people talk about the Scarecrow boss fights as being extremely unique, but I don't know. They weren't my absolute favorite. I see why people like them, but like, I understand why people really like the Scarecrow fights, but that's also not my favorite. Not for any particular reason other than it's just kind of boring to me. It's just like, 2D side-scroller, huh? Can I go this way? Can! Aw, I'm gonna die. I should just buy something so I can get rid of this, because this is so annoying to me. Let's do this one. And let's do this one. There you go. That way when I hit this, yes, it should just load me up into the map. Okay, thank you. God. I will be gone for about 40. I'll be back. Alrighty. Sounds good. Take care. You take care of what you need to take care of. The stream will be here. Streaming away. I'll try and lollygag for about 40 minutes. How is everyone else that's here doing? If there's anyone else still here. Oh, let's go. Yeah, let's go to the thing. The visitor center. Look, more of it's getting built. I like oh, it's all coming back to me still. Chilling, doing my daily stuff in Animal Crossing. Sounds cool, sounds cool. It's rolling back again to the new year, right? You guys are doing the Bunny Day stuff again. I heard that there was a new currency that got introduced called Nook Points. And I'm kind of curious what that's about.
Patient continues to show bizarre and irrational tendencies. On continued observation, it is clear that he believes he can in some way influence the inevitable destruction of this city. Tests prove what can only be described as an Eric Messiah complex. I fear is untreatable.
No idea. Yeah, I don't know. I just saw an article about it. It might be bullshit. I don't know. I haven't played that game in a while. We were actually just talking about how it's the 1-year anniversary of the quarantine, and how around this time GameStop was falling apart because they couldn't figure out how to get everyone their Doom Eternal and Animal Crossing pre-orders. And what they did was they had people come in for Animal Crossing one day, and they had people come in for Doom the next day. I remember my copy of Persona 5 Royal taking way too goddamn long to show up at my door. That's what I remember. Because the GameStop that I pre-ordered it at was closed. And I couldn't get and no one was there to answer the door. And so my copy was late. And I didn't even get my Joker pin. I pre-ordered from GameStop for a Joker pin. I didn't even get the stupid Joker pin. I should have just pre-ordered from Amazon. And from that day forward, I just never pre-ordered anything from GameStop unless I absolutely had to. Like, if I can help it, I'll try to just order from Amazon, even though Amazon's like pure evil. But what is it? Best Buy had their Persona 5 Strikers Steelbook DLC thing. Not DLC, but like you could get the Steelbook if you pre-order from Best Buy. So I was like, okay, well fine, I guess I'll get it from Best Buy. But otherwise, I would pre-order straight from Amazon just because they're the most reliable. R.I.P. Yeah, I mean, I had so many games to play at the time too. I think I was playing FF7 Remake.
Batman, every route into intensive treatment is locked, and there's nothing I can do to bypass the security.
There was a sniper up on the roof. He got there somehow. I'll find a way.
I think I was definitely playing FF7 Remake around that time, and I think Last of Us 2 as well came out around that time, and that was an experience. Too many games, so little time. You know, I think if we knew in advance how long the coronavirus would take, and it's still not over, the coronavirus still exists. Yes, there are people that have the vaccine. It's still around. I think people wouldn't have been in such a rush. I mean, I remember around that time too that The Last of Us was gonna get delayed, and it was a big controversy because they weren't gonna get their bonuses for completing it in time, and so some hero, some chat of a man just said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna leak the game." And you know what? Props to him. I actually don't think the game was as bad as people said it was. I also don't think it's as good as people say it is. But I feel like there would have been less controversy about it if not for the fact that when the game got leaked, a bunch of news stories came out. It's like, oh yeah, the game's fucked. Like, not the game's fucked, but like the company's fucked up, which sucks because, you know, Naughty Dog's one of my favorite companies, like, or used to be at least. Like, some of my favorite games were from them. The whole Uncharted series, really. I like The Last of Us 1. Kinda. Yeah, same. Yeah. I mean... I'm
seeing seismic activity all over Arkham Island. You okay?
Ivy's plants are taking hold. I've got to stop them before the entire island is under her control.
Is there any reason for me to go into vents? Riddler trophy? Let's go into vents. I feel like I've been gaming my entire life, but I don't think that I ever really truly got into the whole gaming thing until the PS3. Like, I never really owned my own games until the PS3 came out, and so I feel like that's when my thing started. And the very first game I played on the PS3 by myself, like the one that I feel like, not that I owned it or anything, but just like one that I feel like I took ownership of, was Uncharted 1. Like, the very first game I played on PS3 was, I think, Spider-Man Web of Shadows. Like, when when we bought the PS3, we bought 2 games with it. One was for us and one was for my dad, basically. He bought Uncharted for himself, and we got Spider-Man for us. But when we beat Spider-Man, there was nothing to play, and I said, well, why don't I give Uncharted a shot? What is this Uncharted? And I liked it. It was so good. Up until Chapter 19, where it became a zombie game, and it scared the shit out of me. Like this oversized vent. Tiny vent. Uncharted was so fun. It's still one of my favorite games.
Are they ready? Have you planted the...
I know people didn't really like Uncharted 4 as much, but that's actually one of my favorites in the series.
Let's test them out.
No! No, I'm still up!
Uncharted 4 is still one of my favorites because it's the one that's most of a pirate story. Gave me a lot of Indiana Jones vibes, but as a game. Yeah. It gave you that movie experience, but in a video game. Speaking of which, how about that Tom Holland movie? Huh? Jesus Christ, that movie. Top 10 video games that don't need a movie adaptation. All of them. But number 1 on that list is probably the Uncharted game.
This is where Batman brought Joker earlier. The boss broke out easy. Batman's just a loser.
You may want to go west and check out the walkway. While you're there, keep going.
You heard the boss.
Oh god, there's an interview tape down there. Please don't turn around. One, two, three, four.
Where the hell are you?
Are you guys okay? You're not feeling the pressure as he takes you out one by one.
You heard the boss. Joker was right. I found someone. You as well? Doing this. I'm dead. Doing it. What's going on? Shut up and keep looking. Batman, can you hear me?
I should pick up that interview tape before I forget.
Patient interview number 1.
So, I'm your first, am I, Toots? You know what they say, you never forget your first time. I'll try to make it memorable for you.
Oh, you already have. Tell me, why do you do the things you do?
Why do you think I do it?
Fame, notoriety, a desire to stand out from the crowd, a wicked sense of humor.
You're good. How did you figure me out, Doc? I've had doctors poking around in here for years, and no one was as astute, and if you don't mind my saying, beautiful as you.
Really? You're just playing with me.
Well, you'll never know, will you? Unless...
Unless what? Tell me.
Again, the worst doctors in human history. God, I could get a job at Arkham.
Haven't you noticed that someone's missing down there?
You heard Joker. I see him. I see him.
Oop, they caught me. Or almost. They almost got me.
I'll cover over here.
Oh no, damn it. I was doing so well too.
Hey, someone help Bat Baby up off the floor.
Alright. Let's try to do this again. Kinda overestimating the game a bit. Or underestimating the game a bit. I remember around the time when Batman, I mean, it's still kind of a thing, right? But back when the Batman games, Arkham games were coming out, there was a guy on YouTube called Batman Arkham Videos, and he would post, like, you know, all the Riddler trophies, all the challenge maps, all the Predator maps. Basically, he would have a guide ready every single time. He'd have full playthroughs of the game, and he was exceptional. Or they, I don't know who it is. They were exceptional at this game. Like, they made it so that they fulfilled every single one of the criteria needed for the Predator maps, the challenge maps, and everything like that. And they did it really efficiently too.
Maybe we should lock the back free here. Serve it right.
Damn it. Hold on. Let's pretend that never happened. Well, I know I said the Croc fight, but if I can even get out of this room, maybe. But yes, seeing as Croc would be the next fight we'd have to do. Let's go with Croc and then.
Are they ready? Have you planted the
and then end it there, maybe.
Joker wants this building kept free of the bat. We've sealed off the door. No way in or out.
And again, as much as I hate leaving the game in Detective Vision on all the time, kind of need it. I don't know. It's weird that not a single game before this got the criticism, because like Assassin's Creed literally did it, right? Eagle Vision's literally the same thing, except maybe not to say that it's less useful.
Maybe we should lock up the bat freak here. Serve it right.
You may want to go wet and check out the walkway. While you're there, keep going.
Found it. Man down over here. What happened to you? I'll cover over here. What are we gonna do now? We gotta find him a workout. Hear me? Leave him here. Run out and find him now.
Come on. I gave you every last bomb.
Come on. How did you see me?
You deserve whatever he does to you.
Ugh.
Oh, I'd like to thank my fans for their undying support.
Jesus. Brutal.
Why are we beefing up security here again? Joker wants this building kept free of the bat. sealed off the door. No way in or out.
I know I have to do these two first, but
If he does, Joker's bomb will finish him. You sure about that? Yeah. Why?
What?
Oh God, I found someone over here. Wait up, I'll watch your back. Circle him, don't let him escape. Come on, wake up. Here, I'm cold. Oh God, I found someone over here. What are we gonna do? Shut up and keep looking.
okay. Somehow they didn't see me there. Jesus. I'm not Batman. Maybe you are Batman. Were you telling the truth?
What's going on? We gotta find him or we're next. You hear me? Batman, can you hear me? Show yourself!
I thought you were joking when you said you were Batman, but clearly I'm not Batman here, so... Who knows? You know what? That's the mystery, isn't it?
I'm gonna get you this time!
What?
I'm moving round him!
Son of a bitch!
Hold up! I'm coming with you! I'll cover over here!
Hey, fellas. Did you know that if left long enough, those plants mutate and give off poisonous spores that with prolonged exposure shuts down the nervous system? No? I knew there was something I forgot to tell you guys.
Come on, where are you?
I told you to stop the bat. It's important. He's dangerous. He'll ruin everything.
He disappeared! Oh, God! Come on! Found someone! Over here! Let's go! Damn it! I'm cold. Doing this! What's going on? Shut up and keep looking! Leave him here! Spread out and find him back! Hold up, I'm coming with you!
Come on. I gave you everything. Plants, bombs, freedom. And this is how you repay me. You deserve whatever he does to you. Taken one of your house. And not in a nice first date kind of way.
Oh. True fear when they stop ignoring the Joker. When they start ignoring the Joker, I mean. Oh my fucking god. Oh my god. Pain. Alright. Alright, this time with feeling. First try. First try, let's go. Ugh. This one combat map is just kicking my ass. What am I doing now? The same map that I've been doing for like 80 minutes now.
Why are we beefing up security here again? Joker wants this person kept free of the bat.
Let's be a bit more methodical here. I can do this. I'm the Batman. Channel the bat.
If he does, Joker's bomb will finish him. You sure about that? Yeah. Why? What do you think is going to happen? I just hope he stays away, that's all. I don't want any more trouble. Joker's nearly done, and then we can all get the hell off the free guy. Yeah, I guess.
The intensive treatment lobby. Hasn't the plant lady done a good job of sprucing up the place?
Let's see. Crazy plants? Check.
You may want to do a quick head count.
You heard Joker!
How many channel the bat on the t-shirt? Yeah, I do too. I think we should all have channel the bat as apparel of every sort. Go that way, please. Thank you.
Come on, where are you?
Oh, is someone missing? I can't lose count.
Joker was right, I found someone!
I mean, I guess considering, you know, I've been talking about how well lit the vents were this whole time, I guess it's not a surprise that they saw me through the vent. Should I try the Sonic Bat thing again?
Wait up, I'll watch your back. Is no one gonna shut that thing off? Jeez! I'll go.
Sure, there used to be more of you down there.
You heard Joker! Found it. Stand down. Over here! Doing well? Doing it. Doing it. What's going on? We gotta find him where we're at. You hear me? Leave him here. Run out and find the bat.
He's taken one of you out, and not in a nice first date kind of way.
You heard Joker.
Oh, well, they're all gonna be here.
Found someone.
Trying to be a bit more patient this time around, since apparently, fuck.
Come on, wake up. Damn it, it's cold. Anyone got a way out of this? Shut up and keep looking. Batman, can you hear me? Show yourself!
Or I could just YOLO.
Come on, I gave you everything. Lands, bombs, freedom. And this is how you repay me. You deserve whatever he does to you.
It'd be crazy to try to get in.
Alright, finally, Jesus Christ.
Did you even notice? That is busy. Haven't you noticed that someone's missing down there?
Please go this way.
You heard Joker!
No, what the fuck? I like that he just ignored his friend right there. Alright, Jesus Christ. Okay. Ugh. Look, I did it, you guys. First try. God damn it. Anyway. It does have some foibles in it, because there are moments where I tried to grapple up on top of the building, and it would just autocorrect to the gargoyles, which is not what I was trying to do. But for the most part, I still think it's a decent remaster, you know? Could it have been better? Absolutely. But it's not the most offensive remaster out there.
Did anyone catch the game last night?
Oh look, they added some weird effects to this cutscene. Yeah, it's weird. They added some weird effects there.
Sweetie, please, 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 I'll feed him and walk him, I promise.
Now I'm the Joker. The true game starts now.
If you have any questions, please visit us at www.ithinkimgoingquick.com/.
Cut me free! Keep those mouths shut.
Batman! Batman, can you hear me? They're taking us outside. They're gonna kill us all. You gotta help us. Help us, please.
You have to listen to me! It's a mistake! I didn't do it!
Just got to check your prisoner, dear.
Whatever. Just be careful. He's not looking too good.
No, he's not. We really should feel sorry for him. He never fully got over his parents' death. It left him quite insane. What is going on inside your head, Wayne? He's gone. Just a twisted shell of a man.
Cut me free!
He's all yours, Joker.
Oh, goody. Come on, Mr. J. We're ready.
I've waited a long time for this, Bats. Let's start the party with a bang.
Oh man. Oh, use the middle stick to jot. Okay, got it. I remember everyone losing their minds at that part. I remember everyone was like, what the fuck? Like, people actually turning off their consoles. Because they thought their consoles break. Especially Xbox 360 owners. Holy shit. 360s broke left and right, right? So then when that popped up, everyone was super scared. Gotta reuse these animations somewhere. This makes me want to buy another Batman figure. A Batman figure that I already own. Oops.
Keep hiding, Batman. I will find you.
When I first heard the Joker,
I like these, yeah.
like many of us, I thought he was crazy. When he outlined his vision,
Again, it's the Scarecrow fights were a lot of people's favorites from the original. So like I get why people like them. I might be weird, but I actually really like the Killer Croc fight better. But this has its own spin on it. You know what I mean? Like.
Dare to step into my gaze.
Body seems to enjoy his work, so what the hell? Our new patient's ward is manned by Waylon Jones. I'm assured
Look, there he is.
almost every patient sent to him and boasts empty beds in all his wards.
What are you, Batman? Chicken? Stay still. This won't hurt. You failed. Now suffer.
When I first heard the Joker aimed to take over this bug house, like many of us, I thought he was crazy. When he outlined his vision of a hospital dedicated to ensuring inmates remain loopy for as long as possible, I thought he was wacky. When he held me down and Razor cut a smile, I'm he had a point. Situated in a small island in Gotham Bay, we stopped at nothing to ensure no screwball flight of coop. Recent successes with Bruce Wayne, a classic case of split personality if I ever saw one, have cemented our reputation as a pioneering slaughterhouse. Our head of research, Dr. Crane, has made no real progress. Body seems to enjoy his Batman. Our new patient's ward is manned by Waylon Jones. I'm assured that he cured almost every patient sent to him and boasts empty beds in all his wards.
Keep hiding. I think you need a little more. Tell me, what demons do you have left to beat? Shall we see? Are you enjoying the extra dose, little bat? Oh, I won't rush things this time. I'm going to savor every moment of your terror as I slowly destroy you. You're fighting back. Good. It can
Oh shit.
be resolved. How much more do you think you can take? Does it scare you to know that I've almost defeated you? How are you doing this? You've ingested enough toxins to drive 10 men insane. What are you?
God.
Why fight it, Batman?
Look at all these people that I fought.
You need us as much as we need you. And to prove it, I'll flood the catacombs with enough fear gas to break the minds of everyone in Gotham for 100 years.
Anyway, moving on. You don't know why you like them. I mean, they're pretty cool. I think it. I don't know. It's just the light and the thing is what does it for me. I know that much. But
You let Crane out in the first place. So what's down there? Killer's rock, cell. Hell, you've heard the stories. Might as well call it his feeding. Same difference. No one goes in and comes out again whole. So why is Scarecrow going down it? Who cares? I locked the door behind him. He ain't coming out again.
What do you call the detective who is only halfway to the end?
oh, now I'm at 50%. Still, that's quite a lot. What is this place? No? Nothing? Nothing. Game said flavor text. No. Oh. Maybe through the staircase? God damn it. Yeah! I still got it. I'm not completely failure as Batman. Oh yeah, something else really cool about these things. You can smash them up. I just never did it. You can smash every single one of those screens. They don't do anything, but it's just fun. I think they stay smashed though, that's why I don't touch them. Oh.
That guy freaks me out. Yeah, me too. What's he doing down here anyway? How'd the boss let him walk around this place? I don't trust him.
Just another distraction for the bat. Suits me fine.
What do you mean?
He's not bothering us. Get out of here. Good plan. He's here! Let's finish this.
Close enough. Ugh. I know it has something to do with that meat locker, but...
A top hat and tails is the only dress code for this.
Ah, whatever. I don't think that's actually it. Never mind. I think that's just a way for them to feed Croc while he's down here, I guess. Oh. Hands off my locker. Is that Cash's locker? It's fucked up. Look at all these concept art. Subject obscured. This thing? It's got ink blots on it. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I don't want to spend too long in here. I have no idea what it is. Let's forge on. So, again, a lot of people cite the Killer Croc fight as... Or, sorry, the...
Patient session 2. Patient name, Waylon Jones, a.k.a. Killer Croc.
So, is this the part where you try and reason with me? Find out why I did it, Doc.
We're here to help you, Mr. Jones.
You got a cure for me then, Doc? Can you make me normal?
Normal is a poor choice of words. No one's really normal, are they?
Figured as much. So, how about this, Doc? You let me go now, and I won't eat you.
You don't really eat people. It's just an urban myth.
Oh, you think? Keep believing that, Doc.
Alright. Again, a lot of people cite the Scarecrow fights as, like, the standout boss fights in this game. Oh my god. But to me, I think it's the Killer Croc fight. I think it's a way to do the non-combat approach. Because again, Batman bosses or Arkham bosses not the best, but when they come up with a boss that you don't have to deal with directly, it works to its favor. It works to its favor. Holy shit! Oh no, I just choked on everything. You know how scared I am to do that in public? Just like choke on my own spit like that, and like as I'm saying goodbye to someone. Like, hi, have a nice day, and then they all just like go walk away from me and all that shit. It's fucking scary, man. Or when someone else does that. Like, I don't want people to judge me, but I also am judging people at the same time.
Closer, and this goes into the water. The cave will fill with your deepest, darkest nightmares, and you will never reach your precious venom roots.
Don't do it, Crane.
Oh, the water does not look great here. I feel like there's something over there. Am I wrong? Oops. Oh, look, a Riddler trophy. I was right. There is something there. I'm a genius. Ooh.
Oracle, I'm heading into Croc's lair to collect the plant spores Ivy spoke about. He's in some kind of old sewer network. Send me the schematics. It's like a maze down here.
There's nothing on record. Bruce, are you sure about this? Sounds like a suicide mission.
I've got no choice. I've tuned the scanner to detect the spores required to make the antivenom. It'll lead me straight to them.
What about Croc?
Croc's just an animal. And animals just need traps and the right bait. I'll be fine.
Look at my giant
I'll contact you
bat logo. Can't use the explosive gel.
Now's not the time.
That's a secret mystery mouse tool for later.
These floating platforms will support me. But we'll also send sound waves through the water, giving away my position to Croc. I'll need to move as slowly as possible.
This place looks so much better. The water, I don't know. Water textures have come a long way, and oh, I forgot about that Disney show. It's the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Come inside, it's fun inside. It's the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Oh wait, they've made this so much easier. Look, I can do the whole... I can push the left analog stick all the way. What the heck? Ew. Look, he's just kind of poking
These
it.
spores don't contain enough of the antivenom mold. I'm going to need to find more.
Hate it. I think there's a bunch of Riddler trophies down here too, but I don't want to. I don't want to deal with it right now. Ugh. Sounds like a wet garbage bag. I guess in this remake it's not nearly as exciting because of how lenient they make it. Like, I'm literally pushing the analog sticking all the way. But like back then you had to you couldn't move around very much. You know what I mean? Or maybe I'm remembering it wrong. Holy shit, what the hell happened? Maybe I'm just remembering it wrong, and it was always this easy. Like, it was harder approaching the plant spores. Oops.
You are mine.
Ugh.
I can find you, Batman.
Oops. Damn it. Forgot which of my mystery mouse tools to pull out. Oh no, the textures. No, don't do that. Don't come up to me with your low res. Ugh. Yuck. I feel like the more I play this game, the more I just want to be like, I'm gonna buy that Batman figure. I had bought it before, but the thing was, one, it's smoke damaged, and two, one, it's smoke damage, and two, I've ruined it by getting like paint on it. Not paint, but like glue. I don't know what possessed me to put glue on it. I'd be less inclined to buy a new one if not the fact that I straight up put glue on it. What the heck? This gives me anxiety. Hey, I threw the fucking batarang at him.
Take the dog. Feed the croc.
Right? The anxiety's the best part, though. That's what makes this boss so memorable. I think a I think a good Arkham boss gives you anxiety.
Your flesh will tear.
Did you forget to change weapons? No, I mean they're all in like quick select buttons. You know what I mean? I'm just stupid.
I can find you, Batman.
And I hit the quick select, but like it wouldn't work for whatever reason. Can I use the bat claw to do this? Yeah, ew.
I've got enough spores. I need to get back to the Batcave and formulate the antidote.
Oh, I get it. You've activated a sonar beacon down there. Clever.
Oracle, I'm getting out of here.
What about Croc?
He won't be a problem.
I will feast on your bones.
He just phased through that, yeah. This game came out in 2009. Boy, this game sure came out 12 years ago.
I have your scent.
Oh man, this way?
You are mine, Batman.
Wing. Again? What the heck? It's like one after the other. It's getting more and more intense. You know, I've also been, I mean, I'm always on a good pirate kick, but I've been on a pirate kick recently because I found a Netflix documentary about pirates. About the golden age of piracy and all that shit. I mean, if you're gonna be talking about pirates, you're gonna be talking about one region during one specific point in time. Hold X to run. You can't run from me, hold X to run.
caves will be your tomb.
What's it called? It's called The Lost Pirate Republic on Netflix.
I will find you.
It's sorry, I think they were like yelling. It's called The Lost Pirate Republic. It's a six episode documentary series on Netflix, basically talking about how did the Pirate Republic get started and like who were the major players. And actually, I'm learning. I mean, as much as I talk about pirates, I really don't know too much about pirates. So I'm learning a lot. I'm learning quite a lot actually. It's super interesting. Like I had no idea about who Henry Jennings was. Adding to my watch list, dude, it's so good. They also have like these budget, these actors. So you get like budget Blackbeard and budget Ben Hornigold. It's great. Holy shit. I like that Killer Clock's to-do list of people to kill is like easier as it goes. First kill the Batman, then kill a police officer, then kill a psychiatrist. Maybe go backwards, you might accomplish more. That's his problem. He's not very goal oriented, you know? Alright, I think that's it. Well, let's get out of here first. And then let's see where we can go. And then I might call it stream. 'Cause I'm tired. Getting hungry. Also, I'm worried the stream might die any second now. The stream's probably gonna die any second now. Twitch has been the bane of my goddamn existence this entire time I'm trying to get the streaming thing up and running. Every time. Every single time. Oh, I know where I'm supposed to be going. But it usually dies after like 3.5 hours. Or like right when I'm about to stop stream, Twitch is like, how about I stop the stream for you before you get all your shit out? So before it does that, I want to thank everyone that stopped by today, came to watch. If you missed any part of this video, or if you want to rewatch it again, or you missed the first part, you can watch the VODs on YouTube, youtube.com/Soramoto. I'm gonna be streaming this, or maybe Hollow Knight, again on Wednesday. I quite like the Batman game. I just realized the genres of games I play on stream are very one note. They're all Metroidvania type games or side scrollers, which I'm fine with. I don't want to, I don't want to say that's a bad thing. There is a game that I do want to play though, but I'm not sure if it would work, because I've played the game previously, so all the surprises are not gonna, they're just not gonna be there. Like, I'm not gonna be as surprised or whatever. but also just part of it I know for a fact is gonna get copyrighted, so I don't know how that'll work out, but we'll see. Where am I going? Not that. Can't go up there. I know I'll have to go up here later because I see that and they don't have the tool for it. I guess I'm leaving? I guess I'm leaving. Wait. Where am I going? Oh, return to the Batcave. Oh. Well, I don't know where the Batcave is from here. Down there? Oh, it is. Is it not? I went the wrong way. I super went the wrong way. This way.
It's not down here.
I kicked him so hard he clipped his face into the wall. Something happened.
You felt that. The plants are going crazy. I'm getting seismic spikes in all locations. It's not good.
It's okay. I've got the mold samples. I'm heading to the Batcave to mix up the antidote.
Good. I tell you to hurry, but I'm sure you know what you're doing. Contact me in the cave if you need anything.
There is no way you are doing this alone.
Who's helping you literally gives me secrets map for every area. Aha. I have found the Batcave.
Scan and open.
Hashtag the Batcave. I do like that there's that little gap in there for no reason. Like, you could have just built the walkway, Batman.
How close are you to making the cure?
Close. It's been more difficult than I expected. The process is slow, difficult, and doesn't produce much antidote.
And the good news?
The chemical will definitely stop Ivy. It may also reverse the Titan transformation. I need to run some more tests to be sure. I've set the computer to create more, but I need to get out of here and find Ivy.
Thank God. Her plans have reached the Gotham River.
Oh no, so close.
Batman! Bruce, are you alright?
Poison Ivy found the Batcave. Here we go. You know what? Just for video game's sake, I wish there was a Riddler trophy down here. Just to be like, huh? What? I remember this place. I gotta do the line launcher. Or I'm not supposed to do the line launcher, but you totally could. I like how I said I was gonna cut stream and then I just don't. See, this is me playing with fire right now. Today, Twitch is like, you know what? We'll let you stream for 8 hours straight. Look at that moon, it's gigantic. I love it. I love it when games do that. More moon, please. Yeah, this makes me want to. Oh, this makes me want to buy that Batman figure. Ooh. Just Joker teeth in here, please. No? Oh wow, I've never looked up that way before. Holy crap, that looks great. What is that building supposed to be? Intensive treatment? Yeah, it is. That looks awesome. I don't know why I never looked that way before. Alright, but for real, where am I going? This way? Am I crazy? That's so good. I don't know why that trips me out so much. That looks great. It looks like a miniature. It looks like forced perspective from like Disneyland. What the? Oh. Oh wow, fuck you, game. Up higher? Oh, okay. Okay, thanks. God. Annoying. Okay, look, there's not a Riddler trophy in the Batcave, but he did put one all the way out there. That's still crazy. That's still just as crazy. Anyway. Moving on, moving forward. Batcave. No. Are you kidding me? Oh, now I'm leaving. Oh, okay, now I'm leaving the Batcave. Alright. Jesus Christ almighty. What a long roundabout way to make me turn around. I suppose that makes sense.
Batman, I've been running a simulation on the damage I'm responsible for to Gotham.
They won't get that far. My answer will stop them and Ivy.
I hope you're right. I'm here if you need me.
Thought I saw something over there. I guess I don't know how to approach those. I thought if you approach them slowly enough, they would stop. Oh my god, the water is green.
Oracle, we've got another problem.
What now? Two-Face? Riddler? Some kind of giant Joker robot?
Unfortunately, nothing that simple. I'm at the main sewer junction, and it appears to be polluted with Titan. Why? What's he doing now?
I'll look into it.
Alright, I think it's gonna take me all the way to like right that area that I saw up top there with the broken wall. So I think the game's just gonna keep going here and there. So I think I'm gonna stop right here. I'm gonna go eat something. I'm hungry. I'm gonna watch more of my pirate show. But again, since the stream let me get all the way this far, thanks again to everybody that came by to watch it. If you missed any part of it or want to watch the first part that I did last week, it's on my YouTube, youtube.com/Soramoto. If you want to be notified of streams, how far am I in the story? Yeah, I'm about halfway through. If you want to be notified of future streams, they'll be on my twitter.com/Soramoto, and again, my Twitch, which you're on, is twitch.tv/Soramoto. Thanks for streaming. Thank you for watching. It's nice playing for an audience. I appreciate everyone that came by to lurk and stuff like that, but it's nice when people are here to talk and shit and interact and whatnot, so I appreciate it. Thank you. Thanks. I'll do this again on Wednesday, probably. Wednesday or Thursday. In any case, that's it for me. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one. Stay safe, take care, and peace out. Bye-bye!